All right.
Yep.
Good.
Want everybody to mute themselves, or?
Yeah, why don't we do that? And then the three of us will keep.
All right. I'll let you go ahead and start, Nicole.
Okay. So we want to welcome you guys all to this business opportunity call. This is something that the three of us have never done before. So we're really excited to kind of be here and share with you our experiences as Beachbody coaches, sort of some of the ins and outs. All three of us are very honest. We'll answer any question you guys ask us. We are going to start, all three of us are going to kind of just give a little intro, tell a little bit about ourselves personally. My name is Nicole Hansen. I'm a diamond coach, and I have been a coach for about 18 months. I work full-time as a pharmacist, and I have two children, Avery and Maya. They're 2 and almost 5, and they're wild women. And so my husband owns his own business, so our life is super, super crazy. And I do this business. I do it in the morning early. I do it at lunch. I do it late at night after my kids go to bed. So I've been able to, fit it in with a full-time job. I work about 42 hours a week outside the house. So, and it's really been probably one of the best things I've ever done in my entire life. I started as a challenger. After I had my second daughter, I really kind of felt lost. I was out of shape. I was a Division I athlete and had never really experienced like having to do anything outside of practice. I was always really active and didn't have to actively lose weight or didn't really think about it. And I was really, really down after that. I didn't know where to turn. My self-esteem was awful. I was saying terrible things about myself in front of my daughters, and my oldest started to pick up on it and started repeating things back to me like, mommy needs a lot of makeup, mommy and her big butt. And I realized that I had to change. I had to do something. So I contacted Courtney Bell. I'd seen a lot of her posts on Facebook, had no idea what it was. I'd never heard of it before. I just said, I don't know what you're doing, but just sign me up for it. I don't care. Like, just send me something. Tell me what I need to do. She helped me, and I started coaching a couple months later just to get a discount. And then this community, I got the bug to do a little bit more from them, and it's been one of the biggest blessings that I've ever had. So that's sort of a little background on me. Abby, you want to give everybody an intro?
So my name is Abby Mundy, and I started this about 1.5 years ago. I am a mama of 4. Yes, 4. 3 stepchildren. I like to call them my bonus children, and a 2-year-old that is my husband and I's together. Before I started this journey, I knew that I should be happy because I had this beautiful family. I had a great job, but I was struggling. I had been through a divorce several years prior, the loss of my dad, had seen my mom go through cancer, and I just always felt like there was always this turmoil in my life, and I just kind of put this block up. And when I finally realized that I needed some help was after I had my baby, and it was just kind of an emotional mess. And I talked to her, and she invited me in. And when I became a part of this community, I was all in. I'm one of those people, I'm all in right away. So got my challenge pack, and I was all in. And after a couple of weeks, I was so inspired and felt so a part of something. And it was then that I finally realized how miserable I really was before I joined this. So from then on, I was all in. So I'm a Diamond Beachbody coach, or a Diamond coach at this moment. I'm working on building. I'm hoping to be able to supplement my full-time income at some point with this, so that I can stay home with my children and be more of support to them and not have to send them to daycare all the time. But honestly, what this has brought to me is friends, a sense of belonging, like Nicole and Erin, who are on this call with us. We always kind of talked on Facebook. We met a couple weeks ago at Summit, and it's like they've been my best friends all my life. So it's been really good for that too, because before this, I was really struggling with the fact that I didn't have many friendships. So if anything, I've made some great lifelong friends that I know that I can count on. So I'll go ahead and turn it over to Erin.
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Erin. Okay. And can you guys see me, or because I still see Abby's like bright smiling face on the screen?
I can see you.
Hey. All right. So I'm Erin Dunwell, and I'm also a mama of two. I have two girls, Naya and Lonnie, and they're both under 3. And I'm a high school math teacher. I'm a swim coach. And I've been a beach body coach since last October-ish. So it's been about 10 months. I got started with this opportunity because I was wicked struggling with my nutrition, and I've kind of always struggled with it my whole life. I'm gluten-free and I have celiac, and that has caused major problems for me my entire life. I've had stomach issues since the day I can remember. I was in and out of hospitals in Boston since like 2nd grade. So I've really, really struggled with nutrition, like I said, my entire life. And this is the first time that I remember that I honestly feel amazing. I do. And I can attribute it to Shakeology and the 21-day fix. And it's like completely changed me from the inside out. So not just like my physical transformation, but my mental well-being and my overall health and wellness is just, I've done like a complete 180. I've had a lot of problems in the past, not necessarily personal, but almost there. With addiction, there's been a lot of addiction problems in my mom's side of the family. My husband's side of the family also has those problems. And I was I can't even like speak about this because this is like a tough topic to talk about. I was dangerously close to falling victim to the same kinds of struggles that both of our families have had trouble with a few years ago after a really, really rough breakup. And my husband helped me kind of dig out of a hole, and I kind of like go back to this all the time because I need to focus on feeling good. And that's why part of my driving force with this business and these people and changing my life and being able to change other people's lives, because I have that in the back of my mind all the time. And it pushes me forward and to be a better person and to share my struggles with people and to be able to change other people's lives. So that's part of my why and why I'm here. And I'm shaking a little bit, so I'm going to pass the torch.
You did great. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go into what a coach does, what a coach doesn't do. Some of you may be wondering what the heck it is we actually do every day. So basically what we do is we're a source of accountability. We're a source of encouragement, a source of support. And all of that starts with us reaching out to people. You do definitely have people in this business when you start sharing your journey that are going to come to you. But a lot of it is us really wanting to help people. So we reach out to people, we encourage them. And that doesn't mean that these are all people that are our challengers or that are purchasing anything from us. It's wanting to be part of something bigger. It's wanting to be helpful. It's wanting to end the trend of obesity. And I think that all of us on the team really have that in our hearts. And, getting paid for it in some form is just sort of a bonus. So, as far as the day-to-day operations go for Beachbody Coach, we set up our own groups. We design plans. We design, we talk individually with challengers. We find out what their goals are, find out what their why is. And we use what I like to call the best toolbox available in health and fitness, which is Beachbody's library. All the supplements, the workout plans, the vitamins, the information, the nutritional plans. It literally is the best toolbox that's available. And what your job as a coach is to take all that information that your challengers are telling you and find something that works and fits in their life that they can be successful at. And once you do that, then your job becomes to be their biggest cheerleader. And you're there to give them resources. You're there to help them with meal planning. You're there to help them with accountability and support. You know, I mean, if I would have bought T25 off of Amazon, Amazon's not going to be in my newsfeed at 7 a.m. saying that they worked out, but my coaches. So, you know, it's this level of accountability that you just don't get when you just go to a class or you just go, it's somebody that's there all the time to help you. So I check in with my challengers. That's something as a coach that you decide what's best for them. Do they need it every day? Do they need it once a week? Do they need it every 2 weeks? You know, everybody's going to be different, and that's our job, is to figure out what they need and what is going to set them up for success and get them to their goals. Let's see, what else? Sorry, I'm looking at my notes because I got to make sure I don't forget anything. We do training for new coaches. We help them figure out this business, like what we're doing right now. But our biggest job is with our challengers, and it's making sure that they know that somebody's there, and somebody's there to help them when they struggle, and someone's there to celebrate when they succeed. We do a lot of it through social media, obviously. We use Facebook. Some of us are on Instagram, Twitter. I think some of the other coaches that are a little bit more advanced than us are on Periscope and Pinterest and any other form of social media you can think. But, you know, that doesn't have to be your only source of communication. We're on the phone. We're on video chats like this. We're on, email. So it's just keeping a good stream of communication with those people that you're working with. And we do that in a lot of different ways. We also share the opportunity like we're doing right now. We give it, I think it's benefited all of us so much that we just want to like shout it off the rooftops. Like, everybody needs to do this. We get to work with our friends. It's amazing. Like, how many people get to have a business with their friends? We get to go on vacation together. I mean, come on. We just got back from Nashville and had a great time. And you also learn a lot of leadership skills. We have leadership training that we go through that's available to us. You naturally develop that when you build your team. We also obviously have to deal with the business side of it. So we learn a lot of business management skills as well, all the financials. And it's almost like you're managing your employees really when you're a coach. So I'm a pharmacy manager. I actually have applied so much stuff that I've learned in Beachbody to my day job as well, which has been really valuable to me. We are not retailers. Now, you will have coaches who they're all in it for the sale. They're all in it for the sale, and that's it. And then, but that's not what our team is about. Our team is about being there for people, supporting them, making them the best version of themselves. And that doesn't stop when your check goes through. That stops when you're to your goal. And, it could be ongoing. I mean, I have challengers who were in my groups that they bought something like 6 months ago and it sat on their shelf and we've been talking about it and they finally started. And you know what? Now I'm here and I'm ready to work and I'm ready to go. And I'm there for them the same as I was when they made that purchase. So our coaching job, keeps on going. We're also not a pyramid scheme. That is such a myth about Beachbody. Pyramid schemes don't give you anything. There's nothing that's exchanged. It's just a bunch. We got a little debut there. So this is Maya. We're not a pyramid scheme. We actually do offer services. Oh, you're going to see my husband as well. We got the whole family here. So we offer services. We're there for customers. We're there to help them reach their goals. So we do get compensated for that. I don't think that's a surprise. Erin's going to talk about that as well. But we are providing a service. We're providing a really valuable service to them. I'll talk just briefly about time management. I deal with this a lot because of my job, my time constraints, my family, my husband's business. So I generally operate my business between 30 minutes to an hour a day. And that doesn't always mean it's all at the same time. Some people do that. They do it during nap times, do it when their kids go to bed. They do it before their kids wake up. This business is very flexible, and it's very much flexible to what your goals are. So if your goal is to pay for your Shakeology, your work schedule or work schedule is going to be a little bit different than everybody else's. If your goal is to replace your full-time income, obviously you're going to have to do a little bit more work. So it can go different ways. Maybe it's 1 month you're one way, maybe 1 month you're the other. You just have to make sure your goals are aligned with how much time you have to put into it, but it's flexible. And then, so how do we do that? We have no matter what. And we'll go into the 3 vital behaviors a little bit later. Those are our no matter what. Those are those things that we do every single day. And that's checking in with our challengers, making sure our groups are organized, making sure we're responding to people, making sure that we're supporting our coaches. Those are all the things that we do on a daily basis. So I think Abby's going to go into the 3 vitals now and tell 3 main things that we do every single day.
So as Nicole said, there's 3 things that we do every single day. And there's 3 things that the top leaders in Beachbody, the people that are making, great money, they've been able to quit their jobs. There's 3 things that they say that are absolutely important to do each day to make sure that your business is going forward. I'm also in a training right now. Some of you might have heard of John C. Maxwell. He's like a #1 author, brilliant businessman, and he also kind of goes by this model as well. And as long as you're plugging into these things every single day, you will see results. It doesn't happen overnight, but if you stay with it for about a year, you're going to start seeing all of this pay off. So real quick, those 3 vital behaviors. The first one I'm going to talk about is personal development. This one I talk about I struggled with the most when I first became a coach, because as a busy mom, and if any of you are moms, you know that sitting down to read a book it's not going to happen. So I really had to figure out a way that I could make this work. So what I've done is I've downloaded when I talk about personal development, it's mostly reading books, engaging in training, trying to make yourself a better leader. So I've bought some books on Amazon, and Amazon has a really cool app now where you can listen to books audio. So I download those, and about 10 minutes a day is what I have dedicated to personal development. So it's not like you have to dedicate an hour, just 10 minutes a day. I put my earphones in and I'm listening to my book. This happened on the way to the sitters, on the way to work. When I'm walking to meetings, I work on a college campus. So if I'm walking to a meeting, I'll plug it in. If I'm eating lunch, I plug it in. So sometimes it's not one setting that I get my personal development in. I might get 2 minutes before, something happens, but at least by the time I end my day, I've gotten at least 10 minutes, if not more. Some of the best books I've read recently are You Are a Badass. It's an absolute awesome book. I Start With Why is another great one, and The Compound Effect. I just want to give some books out there in case you're looking for something. But another way that I get my personal development is through our Beachbody offers a Monday morning call for all coaches. And each week there's a top coach or one of our trainers, like I think Sean T was on it this week, that gets on and just talks about building a business or how they've become successful. And they dedicate that time to us to give us the training that we need to be better leaders, better coaches, better people. I mean, I think about when I went to Summit, and a lot of people think that's our annual training. A lot of people think, oh, you're just going to go there and talk about supplements and working out and all this meathead stuff, but it's not. Like Chalene Johnson, who's the creator of PIO, she's also does Turbo Fire, and I'm sure most of you have heard of her. She gave a talk on how to have a better relationship with your spouse or your significant other. And, we all kind of laugh about it, but I never expected to go to a Beachbody Summit and have somebody talk about having more sex with your spouse. Excuse, if that offends you, I'm sorry, but it really was eye-opening. In order to have a good business and a happy life, you have to have a good relationship with your spouse, your significant other, your best friend, whoever it is that you depend on a daily basis. You have to make sure that's really solid. So that's one of those things that I like about this business is that they really want you, they don't just want you to make money for them. They want you to be happy and successful, and they're going to give you the tools to do that. Another way we get that personal development is every other week, our team hosts a team call. So there's always a different topic, and it's an opportunity for us to learn. So those are some of the ways I get personal development, something I plug into 10 minutes a day, and those top coaches, they're doing that. The next vital is being a product of the product. So if you want to be successful in this business and you want to help lead people and guide people, you have to be a product of the product. That means you're drinking your shake on a daily basis, or if you've decided that you want to do our performance line instead, that you're doing that daily, you're getting that exercise in, and then you're sharing it. So, some of the people that I'm helping, they've said that the difference is that they can see me doing it. They can go and do Weight Watchers. They can go to the gym and they see these other people doing it, but it's not right in front of their face all the time. So at 6 o'clock when they're thinking about hitting the snooze, they're thinking about me, who's going to post a photo saying I got my workout in, and they know I'm going to be asking them. So being that product of the product and really showing people how it's helped you and how it's worked for you, so then they can take that and be successful themselves. It's kind of like anything else. You can't be successful at it if you don't do it yourself. It's like being a manager. I'm a manager of a health clinic. If I'm not willing to do it, then how am I going to expect anybody else to do it? So you have to be willing to put in the work. And it's important that you're happy in yourself. And if you're doing your exercise, you're eating right, you're going to be happy. So the third and last one is inviting. Nicole touched on this a little bit. So you have to put this opportunity in front of people. Yes, people are going to, and there are going to be some people that come to you and say, hey, what are you doing? I want some of that because you look happy. But there's going to be those people that you have to seek out. And so most top coaches reach out to at least 5 people a day. It's their no matter what. 5 new people every single day. And that's not, hey, try Shakeology. That's just, hey, how are you doing? It's been a while since we talked. Congrats on your new baby. Congrats on your new marriage. Sometimes it might be weeks before you talk about something Beachbody related, but you're just making those relationships and those connections. And that was really hard for me at first too, because I'm not a salesperson. I'm not one of those people. And when I finally realized it's not about trying to sell something, it's about connecting with people and, just having a relationship, it got easier. When we were at Summit, Summer Tucker, another one of the top coaches, said, inviting is so crucial, and you could change somebody's life with this. So why hold somebody else's life in your own mouth? I'm saying that wrong, but they're the rest of their life captive in your mouth. Because if you reach out your hand to that one person and you change your life and you save them from depression or, something really dark and deep, and just because you reached out your hand and said hello, they decided to become happier or healthier, you've helped change the world. So even if you have one single person, that all those no's that you might hear, those people that are like, oh, here she goes again on her workout, it's all worth it because you've helped someone like that they're meant to live. So that's the 3 vital, kind of quick, down and dirty. If you have any other questions about that, I'd be happy to answer them. But I'm going to turn it over to Erin. She's going to talk a little bit about the money, which I know we're all curious about.
All right, so I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty details of the compensation plan. However, the compensation plan is what you want to make of it. So when I initially signed up as a coach, all I really wanted was the discount on the shakes because I knew I was going to keep drinking them. So I wanted to get them a little bit less expensive. You're going to hear that a lot from people. The shakes are so expensive, but you get what you paid for. You get what you pay for. So you might be interested in just paying for your shakes, which is possible. That means that you're going to be bringing 3 people on this journey with you for that month, and that will cover the cost of your shakes. If you want to, pay for your shakes and then earn a little bit more to pay for your groceries that week, you can do that. If you want to pay for your mortgage this month, you can do that. The possibilities are endless. We have coaches that have quit their full-time positions somewhere, and this is now their full-time position. You can, hi. No, good night, Naya. I love you. Sorry. Dad was on duty. Where was I? All right. So making, the amount of effort and drive that you have for kind of your why is going to produce what you want. So part of my reason for being here is I never thought I would say this ever, but I do want to be home with my girls, and that's part of my driving force. And I want to be home with them. I don't want to have them in daycare all the time. I don't want to miss out on what they're doing in their after school activities when they get there because I have to be coaching other kids. I want to be able to coach my own kids kind of thing. And right now I'm spent doing a million things under the sun. I was an SAT prep teacher. I was tutoring kids outside of school. I was signing up for basically every extra job that I could find. And now I have eliminated everything besides my one full-time job and this. This is the only thing that I have on my plate right now this summer. I'm a Beachbody coach, and I'm a mom, and I'm a wife and a friend. I make time for my friends too. It's amazing. This is the first summer that I've had off from work since 8th grade. So I have that work ethic in me, and I'm a hard worker, and I'm determined to do whatever it is that I want to get accomplished. But right now, what I want to accomplish is being home with my kids and spending time with my family. And I'm able to do that thanks to this business and how I'm running this business for myself. I'm connecting with so many people, and I'm bringing so many people on this journey with me because I want them to run with me, and it's amazing. And I just got chills again. It's like, for me to not work during the summer, it's mind blowing. Like, I literally haven't had a summer off in 20 years. And I'm able to have this because of Beachbody, which is just, it's amazing. This might not be the level that you want for yourself, but like I said, it's what you earn from this business and what you get from it is what you put into it, you're going to get out of it. So, what am I missing? Anything?
I think it's important to mention that, as far as like the compensation plan goes, again, there's a lot of companies out there that you have to make a certain amount of money every month to stay active. And there's not anything like that with Beachbody. And I think that's what makes it so unique, is that you really can make it what you want to make it. If, like Erin said, if you just really want to pay for your shakes, that's all. You help 3 people a month and you pay for your shakes. If you decide that month you don't want to help anybody and you'll just go ahead and pay for your shakes because you have a busy month, you can do that. You're not going to get kicked out. If you decide that you want to quit your full-time job, you're going to aim to 3 to 5 people a month and add 2 to 3 coaches or put them in front of this opportunity a month. I mean, it's all what you make it. And, as you move up the ladder, you earn bonuses and things like that, which help you eventually, be able to leave your job. But I think, again, while we're not a pyramid scheme, is that you kind of have the opportunity to make it what you want. You don't have to meet certain goals to make yourself, active or whatever it is that you need. So sorry to jump in, Erin.
Feel free. It's fine. I think I was done with my little spiel though.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up with how you can be successful, which we've already kind of covered, and what if nobody wants to join me, because that's the biggest fear. So again, I think we've given you kind of the tools that you need to be successful. You have to, plug into those 3 vitals, which again, you can do that. We very much talk about the power hour. So if you have 1 hour, and I truly believe that everybody can find 1 hour in their day, it might mean that you have to sacrifice a little sleep from time to time, but if it's going to get you to your ultimate goal of being able to pay for your Shakeology and be healthier, or time job at the high end, you really have been able to find that hour, because that's important to me. So if you have 1 hour a day and you can plug into those 3 vitals, you're going to be successful. And what if no one wants to join you? That was my biggest fear. I think that's every coach's biggest fear. And I think because it's one of our biggest fears, because most of us, all of us are not salespeople. Like you'll hear everybody say that I'm not a salesperson, because when people originally think about something like this, they're thinking about Jamberry or Mary Kay or something where you're selling something to somebody and then you say, okay, see you later. And then you have to go scrounge up other people. That's not what this is. We're getting people to join us. So sometimes it could be a year before somebody decides they want to buy from me, and that's fine. You know, we do free groups. So inviting people to a free group for 7 days to get healthy, that's easy. And you show these people the support that you're going to give them and what this business can do for them and what you can do for them. And they're on board. And not only have you made a friend, but you've gained an accountability partner. And you're not just holding them accountable, they're holding you accountable. So, you know, I think it's a valid fear to be fearful of people not wanting to join you. But I think, you know, from somebody who did have that as a fear and somebody who is kind of shy, believe it or not, and was scared about reaching out to people, don't be, because people, you know, if you have a story and you're willing to share it and, you know, people are inspired by you, they're going to want to be around you and they're going to want to join you and they're going to want to follow you. And, you know, what do you have to lose? Like, you know, we're doing something great here. We're changing people's lives, and they might tell you no today, but I guarantee you that within a couple of months, maybe a year, they will be on board. You know, our coach, my coach, Nicole's coach, I mean, she is a rock star. She's quit her full-time job. She's making 6 figures. She was a hard no for a year. I mean, people were inviting her and she just wasn't even responding. And she finally saw a post of her coach at Summit. And she was like, wait a minute, why am I sitting at this desk job being bored out of my mind when I could be having as much fun as they are? So as long as you keep sharing and you don't, you know, if you hear no, you don't just blow them off. You just keep connected and check in with them for every once in a while. They'll be back. They'll join you. So, you know, and even if you don't make a sale for, you know, 6 months, I guarantee you that you will just love being a part of this, because you're going to be right away thrown into a group of people that are the most passionate, caring, motivating people you've ever met. So even if you're just working on yourself and you need that little extra push longer than a 30-day group and you just want to be a part of our team and watch from the sidelines for a while, do it. You know, I've got coaches that were signed up to be a discount coach, and then 6 months later they decide, hey, I'm going to run with this, and they're successful. So, you know, you really have nothing to lose. And when you join us, you get to hang out with people like me. I mean, I'm pretty fun to hang out with. And, you know, on Friday, sometimes we have dance parties and we post pictures and we just keep each other motivated and laughing and smiling. And I went to Summit for the first time a couple months ago, and I literally had a pit in my stomach for 2 weeks. Still have a pit in my stomach because I miss those people and that experience so much. And if I could be in that every day, sorry that popped up, I would. So join us. I promise you will not regret it one bit. So I don't know how much time we have left, but
no, we're good. I just PayPal the upgrade. We're good. We're unlimited now.
Woo! Party time. Break out the wine. I mean, shake out.
Oh wait, I mean, okay. So do you want to talk about just briefly, like what? I think you just talked about what it meant to you, Abby. This has literally changed my life. Like I say that like with being completely honest. I have never met a group of people that's more positive, that is more supportive, that is accepting, that just values you for you. And there's no judgment and there's no drama. I mean, most of the time, there's a lot, when you get this many women, especially, I mean, we do have guys on our team, but when you get this many women, like, working together, usually there's some sort of, like, crazy drama. It just really isn't. It's you know, we all work together because ultimately to get to our goals, we need everybody. And, you know, we work as a team. It's bringing a level of accountability to my own personal fitness. It's, you know, this is a family to me. I mean, it really is. And it's, you know, I am not to the point where I can leave my full-time job and replace that income, but I really truly believe that I can get there. And that for me is huge. Buying back time with my family is something that I desperately want to do. I mean, I work 42 hours a week. I don't put my kids to bed every night. I don't see them every morning. all the time. I work weekends, I work holidays. Like, I want to get away from that. And this is going to allow me to do that. So it's just a bonus that I get to work with the most amazing people to do it. So.
Hey, Sam.
My turn?
Your turn.
Okay. Dadu. Yeah, I'm gonna second what Nicole and Abby both said. Like, this community and everything about just everything, rock solid. These women, this company has changed my life, and everything is for the better. We're financially more fit, we're physically more fit, we're emotionally more fit, and it's not just affecting me, it's affecting my entire household. So it's really been amazing. Like, my husband notices me having more energy, more just everything. It's really great. And like, he came home from work today, he's like, why are you so happy? And he's like, I'm going to be on the call with my girls tonight. I'm wicked pumped up. I can't wait to see them again. I miss them so much. Like, I just met these girls for the first time 2 weeks ago in like real life, but I feel like I've known them forever. And just the relationships that I'm even, like building with people that I've known forever. Corinne is on this call. She's one of my coaches and my college roommate. And like, we used to talk every day, and then life got in the way and kids got in the way and families and everything. And we're back to talking again every single day, even with kids and everything. And I can attribute that to this. I'm pretty sure, right? Do you agree? I mean, not like 1,000,000%, but this definitely helped bring us back together 24/7 again. And it just like, it gives you that something else to connect on, and everything is positive and everything is happy, and it's feel good. It's feel good land. You're a badass. Yes. So just, it feels good to feel good, man. That's all I got to say. I'm good.
All right. I know we don't have many newbies on this call, but does anybody have any questions?
I know.
Especially our one that's in the sneak peek.
Kelsey, I think, signed off. She had to be somewhere at 8.
All right. Well,
She was my sneak peeker.
I'm unmuting everybody just in case you have a question.
Hillary is a new coach, or newer coach, and she's killing it.
I still think I'm new. It's still new to me.
I told her to put on her big girl panties last night. She's going for it.
Trust me, I own big girl panties. I'm trying to get small girl panties.
Boom.
Hillary, this is an awesome time to ask questions, though. I know you have them and you ask them all the time, but you're the newbie in this group right now. And you got a lot of knowledge on this screen.
I mean, my biggest question was, I mean, I'm a checklist kind of person, and I know that we have the power hour, and for me, it's really an uncomfortable thought to reach out to 5 people every day. Because to me, there's a reason I don't talk to people, because life gets in the way. And so I'm not one to initiate reconnecting. Like, that's something that's really out of my comfort zone. And I guess like maybe Abby, because I you saying that you are, on the shyer side, who did you decide to like your first 5 to reach out to? I mean, how, like, was there a process of like going through your Facebook feed and like reaching out to them that way? Like,
it took me a long time to do this, honestly. And I still, like, I'm typing, I got one eye closed.
You still do that, Abby. Come on.
Like, I sent a message to a girl, I think it was last week, and I've been wanting to message her for a year, literally. And she's a good friend, and I don't know. We haven't talked probably since we graduated high school, and I was like, oh, what do I say? But I try to find that common thing. And so
common denominator.
Math geek.
There's a math teacher.
Keep going. Sorry.
I focus a lot. And I see people that are posting things about their kids or whatever, their spouses or their life, and I might start liking it to kind of put that feeler out, like, hey, I'm following you, and then they'll post something that I can relate to, and then that's when I reach out to them, like, hey, I saw your kid tore up all the toilet paper this morning. My daughter does the same thing. How have you tried to get her up? Try to relate to them.
Okay.
Or I'll see somebody that just got married, and I'm like, hey, congratulations, you looked absolutely gorgeous. And sometimes people will just write back thanks and give me absolutely nothing to work with, and then I just kind of whatever. But most of the time people are like, oh, thank you so much. How have you been doing? Of course, your daughter is cute, and congratulations to you, and what have you been up to? And it just opens the conversation. And so once you have a couple of those, I think it gets easier. You're still going to have those that are not easy, but focus on, we talk a lot about finding your niche. Find what your niche is, and I don't really know you that well, so I can't help you there, but my niche is moms.
I'm still finding it.
And it changes. It changes.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on where your life goes, and you'll relate to people differently at different points of your journey. So, and it doesn't mean that you'll leave people behind, but you might pick up something like, we've had challengers who go through programs and do that, and then they start running, and then they start training for races, and that's a whole new group of people that they never had before, but now it's another community that they can relate to. So it'll change.
People like to give advice. So if I know I have somebody on my page that is like a fashionista or something, be like, hey, I'm trying to choose an outfit, which one do you think is better? Or do you have any recommendations for makeup? Your makeup always looks amazing. So just those little things. And some people might be like, yeah, she's trying to, get in with me or whatever. But most people, and then usually we'll talk for about a week or so, and then I'll say, hey, you want to join a free group I have? Because a lot of times it leads to that, because hey, I've been watching you too. What's this all about? And it just kind of leads there naturally.
And you'll know who's watching you when you start to do this.
Yeah.
Because you'll think, as long as you're consistent about, and it doesn't even need to be about Beachbody. It just, if you're consistent about posting about your life changing and feeling happy and relating, or getting together with your girlfriends on a call or something. I mean, it doesn't matter. You don't have to say have a neon
body in every single thing. Yeah,
exactly. It's a change in your life. And so, and when you start to talk to people and you reach out to them and you are, just asking about their life, they're going to say, well, hey, what is this thing that you've been doing? Because I will tell you, probably at least half of them are going to ask you that. If you're having a real conversation with someone and they legitimately feel that you're interested, they're going to ask you. They're going to be like, hey, what is all this stuff you've been posting?
Yeah.
And that just opens up the conversation.
Yeah, I'm good at having a conversation once it starts. that's never, usually it's trying to get me to shut up afterwards, It's initiating it, which, and just as you're giving certain situations or ideas or areas, about what I typically see in my news feed and people posting, immediately memes are coming to mind of, why didn't I just take the time to respond to that? I liked it, but I should have made that comment, so I'm seeing already, I can see half of those people that,
I think so much of it is nerves too in the very, very beginning, because I think we were all like that. But the more you do it, the more genuine I think you feel doing it, because I felt so salesman-y at first because I hadn't talked to these people. But now
there's an alternative motive that I don't want that to be an alternative motive. I need you to
But
know.
don't think of it as the money part of it, because that's not really what you're going for. I mean, yes, we all like the money part. We will admit that. But if you're having a genuine conversation, I like to say that Beachbody has made me a better friend because I feel like I've had so many more genuine conversations with like old people, like people that I haven't talked to in 5 years or 10 years, or that I was friends with but not like best friends with in high school, and now we go back and forth once a week, or like actually like and comment on each other's things when I was just like peeping them before. And that's genuine. Like I really do have interest in what's going on with them, and it's fun talking to them, and I like the conversations. And then we talk about fitness too, and some of them come along. Like, and if they say no, I'm not going to stop talking to them.
Exactly.
So
exactly. And that's where it's different.
Yeah, it's not the salesman thing, because I'm not going to be like, screw you guys.
Oh, that's a dead end, or that's, not a lead.
Right. Because, like I've had a situation multiple times where I had a teammate of mine that I reconnected with from college. We started up a conversation, and they said no to me multiple times, but I keep in contact with them, and I keep asking about their life, and they, and then 6 months later, out of the blue, she bought a challenge pack and wanted to start.
Yeah.
So it is all about the relationship building. It really is. And I think that you'll get a lot out of that has nothing to do with Beachbody. You'll get a lot of that, like reconnecting with old friends. You'll get, like, I don't know, maybe they do something that you need,
Yeah.
So, I mean, you'll get those connections. It's absolutely like networking, like you would do for any other job. I mean, you'll get those connections, and you'll, because I had a big problem at the beginning, because I felt like, because of my job, I was very hesitant, because I was with a lot of people that were in medicine and pharmacy and were involved in this kind of stuff. And I felt like I didn't have the confidence at the beginning, and it's not that I didn't believe in Beachbody, but I didn't feel as confident in the knowledge base that I had about it and how it compares to other things. And I was so hesitant at the beginning with inviting. I just didn't do it. I just waited for people to come to me, and that worked for 2 or 3 months when I had progress pictures, and then it's it just,
focus on the freebies too, like the free groups that we're going to be doing every month, because that is a way more comfortable conversation to have, because you're not asking them to buy anything. You're asking them to share what you're doing.
How do we find out, and maybe that's just, I don't know if that's a question for this group, but how do we find out, or how would I find out what the upcoming free groups are? Do I look to you or to Erin? Do I go to my upline? How do so that if I start that conversation, I have that knowledge right there, and I can just naturally, without having to stop the conversation, go ask you in a Facebook message, when's the next one? And then you have to go back. Is there a schedule to that?
Well, Hillary, who's your upline?
Okay.
Me, and then Erin.
Okay. So, right there, you've got 2 people, either one of them that you can reach out to.
And we have a schedule.
But there's no that Beachbody schedule, or it's just a group, team to team.
Team to team.
Okay.
So my group does a free challenge the first week of every month. My team does it.
We do.
And then I tell them, hey, if you want to do one outside of that, please do. You don't have to wait for me to do one. Run with it if you want to. And there's so many great resources in Rock Solid and from these coaches that if you wanted to run your own group, we could send you posts for things to post every day if you were uncomfortable with that. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And Hillary, I run at least 2 5-day Shakeology challenges a month now. With my team. I mean, you can, it just depends. It's one of those things where they're so easy that, and everybody usually has extra Shakeology. So it's, it's one of those things where it could be the week before, and people are like, yeah, I've got 5 people that want to try Shakeology. And I'm like, all right, Monday we're starting it. Just do it. Tell me where to ship it. I mean, so people are willing. I mean, I think all the diamonds right now are running things with their team. So, I mean, you have a good direct upline though, so you don't need to, just contact her.
Yeah. I think it was more of whether or not Erin follows, because I never had this question before, but whether Erin follows a set regimen, or it's how things have evolved and developed. So it's good to know that there's a lot of flexibility with that within, I guess, reason.
Well, I think we're getting there. I mean, I don't know about Erin and Abby, but like I'm finally getting a team calendar. It's been a little, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little crazy up until July. We had a set calendar, we had start dates, prior to that, because I had a lot of coaches that would go in and out of active status, so it would depend on the month, like what they wanted to do. And so it was a little haywire, but now we have plans. So like, I'm going to get off the call tonight. I'm going to get on a call with them and we're making a plan for August. So I think now all of us are starting to really plan more and having set stuff. So there's stuff going on all the time.
Yep. This was actually, July was the first month that we also had a team calendar. So like the first Monday we did the free 5-day clean eating one. And then we did, I think it was the 10-day we did with Rock Solid. And then we did the 30-day, or there was a week off because we were at Summit, but that normally wouldn't happen, I don't think. And then this past week we just did the sneak peek and our 30 days started. So we're going to kind of try to keep that schedule. And like Nicole said, it will be flexible and we can kind of work with it and figure out what works and what doesn't, because this was the first month that like we were completely on our own and kind of did our own thing. So I was your diamond upline. However, we have a little announcement because Erin is going to be diamond tomorrow. Woo, woo, Corinne.
Oh,
Yay!
I'm still your upline. I'm still there. I'm not going anywhere, but now I'm stepping up into the diamond spot. So
holy cow.
Moving on.
So then you're going to 1-star qualifying?
yeah.
Yeah, we're all moving up.
Woo, woo. Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. It feels good to feel good.
Hillary's gonna be emerald like tomorrow. I know this, by the way.
Who is?
Hillary. I know.
Hillary.
I can feel it coming.
Yay.
Not gonna be long.
We're getting there.
You're moving it totally in the right direction.
Amazing.
Whoop, whoop.
Well, thank you guys for joining us and allowing us to do this.
You guys did a great job. This was awesome for sneak peek information. I think you should do it again.
I took a lot of notes.
You should do it again.
I'll jump in with you on it too, but I think that if the group keeps growing, a lot of people would be more into a one-night thing than necessarily the whole week. I mean, I know you get a ton out of the week, but I don't know if everyone watches every post or follows every day, and the live part of it is definitely good. Awesome. And I like the Q&A at the end I think that's awesome if there's newbies on.
We need more newbies. People need to invite more.
Yep.
Snuck up on me. My bad. I thought Casey was going to come on last minute, but
I know. We all had mad peeps, and they all pieced out. So,
maybe we'll do
I don't know if maybe a little bit later, just because I'm thinking with so many people with kids, it's definitely a bedtime hour.
Yeah.
7:30 is tough. I mean, this is my baby Monday through Friday, and he's home by himself, so he gets very antsy.
Yeah,
So.
I hear ya. All right, well, thanks for coming, everybody.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, like up there.
All right, bye. Thank you.
Bye.